Hey, it's 27 minutes after the hour. Bobby Ray Holmes from Homestead Farms joins us this morning, and it's blueberry and blackberry picking time, and blackberries already picked, sir. That is good.
They are good and big.
Welcome to the show, by the way.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Homestead Farms, and I know blueberries and blackberry season is here, and we start picking next week, right?
Going up Wednesday morning, next Wednesday morning. And we got 1,400 blackberry bushes. We got 850 blueberries. I don't know that blueberries, we'll have a few blueberries next Wednesday. It's probably be another week before they're really loaded with blueberries, but we're having to tie them up. They're so loaded with this, they just, vines are falling off.
Where's Homestead Farm?
You go out 148, go over Bull Gap Mountain, turn left on 7, like you're going back to Talladega. That's mile marker 12. We're 1.7 miles up on the left. We got a big sign out there that says Homestead. You can't miss it, with some fencing and little shrubbery and stuff. So you can't miss it.
For people watching in Talladega and maybe watching over in Clay County, which direction do they go?
Well, Talladega, they'd come in off 77 and 7, of course, coming in from Ashland that way. They'd come in on 148 and get on 7. People come from Elliott City, come to Goodwater and get on 7 and come across it. That goes all the way across from Goodwater to 77. So, and we got a map on there. We got homesteadfarm.com. If I go to our website, it's got a map on there and got all the instruction, directions of what we got. So, I've got this is kind of my retirement project. That's what you'll see on the highway when you come by, so you can't miss it. That's a picture of the blackberries that we planted. That's 600 we planted this year, new ones. This is our orchard. This is kind of a project I started 3 years ago. It's my retirement work project. And we got 850 fruit trees planted, but most of those won't have fruit till next year. We'll have a little bit on it. We got 100 muscadines planted. We got 75 fig trees.
I remember picking them muscadines when they're even green sometimes and eating them things.
Off we go up in Shelter Creek down there. They grow up off them creek banks up in them trees. We climb up there, sit in there and eat them till you got a stomach ache.
But not just, and here you see some more of the pictures from Homestead Farm. Not only do you have blackberries and blueberries, but a little bit later on in the season, other outstanding vegetables too.
Plums, yes. We'll be sending out on the website. We got squash, tomatoes, okra, beans, peas.
They come in at different times of the year?
All the stuff will come in last middle of June to the middle of July. Most of your produce here is going to come in from middle of June on up. Now, of course, squash and cucumbers come in faster. We'll probably have some squash next week or the week after one. They make fast. So, and we've got beans and whatever. And you can pick this stuff, or you can call and we'll pick it for you. We probably sold 35 bushel of peas last year, and that was our first year. A lot of people want to can them or whatever, and they call, and they'll call and tell us what they want, what day they're going to pick them up. We'll have it picked for them and ready, so they need to come pick it or we'll pick it. I don't let them folks in my tomato patch much, because a lot of folks don't know how to pick them. They'll tear the tomato vines up, so most tomatoes we pick them ourselves. So,
blueberries, it is said to be one of the most healthiest foods that you can eat.
It is, and any health man tell you that. And I've got one gentleman here in Sylacauga that's ordered 20 gallons. He told me, he said, I eat blueberries twice a day, every day, 365 days a year. So I want 20 gallons. So he's, so that's, we're really having fun. This is, of course, as you know, I come out of Coosa County. My dad was a sharecropper, and of course he was in the curb market business for years. So my first 8 years I worked on the farm, then we stayed in produce business all our life. So this is kind of went back to my roots type thing. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So,
talk about that property there and what goes into putting something like this together.
A lot of work. I had to clear a lot of land up. We cleared up a lot of land, and I kind of built I bought that farm. Me and my mother bought the farm together. Of course, I've lost her, but we bought this in 1988, and I went over after I sold my businesses here in town, except for the boat place. Of course, my son's running it. And I went over and built me a weekend place to go spend some time on the weekend, just spend it over. Well, I got it built. Mary said, went over there, stayed about 10 days, and she said, hey, I'm not going back to town. So I started going planting some stuff for myself, you know, some fruit and vegetables and some fruit trees and whatever. I started going to seminars to learn some of the stuff about how to manage them, how to spray them, how to take care of them. And they had some of these seminars on a couple of U-Pickum farms. Well, I kind of worked all my life, and I was kind of a little bit bored, so I came in one day, I went to one of those things, it was a damn big one down in Pratt. When I came back and told Mary, I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put me in a U-Pickum farm. So I started. Of course, I made a lot of mistakes, but I had a lot of fun too. But we got it looking real good and kind of got it figured out. And we've had a lot of help from old Chip East over there. He's with the Alabama Department of Agriculture through the Auburn University, and he's really helped us a lot. So, in fact, I talked to him yesterday. I got some Japanese beetles over there, and he told me how to get rid of them. So we're working on it, and it's been a lot of fun. We've got a lot of really pretty stuff, and a lot of people worry about snakes and whatever, going picking. Everybody I talk to said, I don't know about picking these blackberries now. You know, them things got snakes on. As you seen on that picture, these are on trellises. The grass is cut just like the front of your driveway. You can see under the bottom of them. I mean, you're out there, and just like we got it manicured. Is that what you call it?
That sounds good.
Manicured. And we got plenty of parking over there. We got some picnic tables. Somebody wants to bring a picnic over and come. You'd be surprised at Abrams at the amount of people we had last year, and that was our first year, and we sold everything we had. But you'd be surprised at the amount of people that came over from Montgomery, Anniston, and Birmingham, and brought their children, and said, "Hey, these people live in big town. Said we want to bring the kids over here and let them pick this, and let them figure out that this food don't come out of the back of the grocery store. It comes off farms that somebody raises it." And I was really amazed at the amount of people we had to do that. And also we got some schools this year that's come and bring some classes over there to tour through and see all our stuff and how we raise it and what we got. So,
well, a number of farmers in the state of Alabama have just stopped farming because they can't get the help and the immigration laws and stuff like that. And so there's a demand for fresh grown food products.
Well, your government is really pushing fresh grown products from farms. You got a lot of small farms opening back up now where you can go buy fresh stuff. And of course, we've got the Sylacauga market, and we'll be on the Sylacauga market that they have here every Friday. We've also been going to the market downtown Birmingham. I carried 100 gallons of twice over. I went to that little market over. I carried 100 gallons of blackberries over and sold every one of them before 12 o'clock. So, we're just working, having fun.
So when people come to pick their blackberries and blueberries, they bring their own buckets, or
no? We have buckets. We have cold water. We got a nice rest area where they can come sit. We got music and TV going on. So trying to make it a real pleasant place. I had some people came over 3 or 4 times last year. In fact, we get out there talking. Some of them, I didn't think they'd gonna go home. They just keep staying.
They probably thought, well, this guy will never stop talking either.
Well, you might be right.
What is the process for growing successfully? Now we're going to be picking blackberries and blueberries as early as next week. What's the process like, and how old are these plants and that sort of thing?
Well, berries make real fast. It's real interesting about blackberries. The amount of people that don't understand blackberries, they only make 1 year. So as soon as these blackberries is off this year, we've already had to trim them back. They start putting out new branches. So we have to cut all the old ones out and then taper the new ones up. But they make every year one time. That's all. And you plant the roots in, like the ones we planted this year, they'll make next year. Then we'll cut those out, but they'll keep putting back new branches every year. We taper them up every year. Of course, blueberries, they just, they're on bushes and they stay there. So main thing we do with them is water them. Now we're putting in an irrigation system, which we're going to, they tell us will really make a lot of difference in the quality of the stuff we have, because we'll be able to water it. And we've already drilled a commercial well and run the pipes down there. We've got the irrigation piping and all laying down there ready to put in. But it got so close to picking time, I didn't want to dig any ditches because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to clean things up right. So we're going to put it in as soon as this season's over. We'll have a irrigation system, so we'll have a lot better control next year over what we got. And
Bobby Ray Holmes, our guest this morning from Homestead Farms, and berry picking season is upon us, blackberries and blueberries. And how can they find out more information about Homestead Farm?
They can go to our website, homesteadfarm.com, or they can call me at 256-404-4316. They'll find those numbers on the website also. And if they'll look in the phone book, I got a number in there too, so they can leave me a message. So we try to be easy to find. It's just a short drive. It's also a beautiful drive because you go through the national forest over there, go over Bull Gap Mountains. It's also, you know, a nice drive over there too, not just driving down the interstate.
A lot of people will get the blueberries and blackberries and they'll freeze them.
Oh yeah, you take I can explain to them how to do them. Of course, you know, blueberries, if you don't wash them or anything, of course, we don't have any spray on them or whatever, so they're strictly organic. But just put them in a bag and you can pour them things out like a marble. You just make sure you freeze them dry.
Put it on your cereal?
Yeah, just pour it. Get it out of the freezer, pour you some out, and put them back in the freezer every morning. As long as you don't let them get moist before you put them in the freezer, you can pour them out like marbles. So. Real easy to do. And of course, you can't beat a blackberry cobbler pie unless you do a blueberry cobbler. I had blackberry cobbler yesterday. We got enough blackberries over to make one of them. I brought you a few this morning.
Oh yeah, we've been in them too.
Yeah, we'll have lots of them, and they're big.
Now it will stain your handkerchief.
Yeah, it will stain your handkerchief. And it will stain your clothes.
Bobby Ray Holmes, our guest from Homestead Farms, and I don't know about you, but I love tomato sandwiches, and love tomato sandwiches with mayonnaise on both pieces of the bread. Put a little pepper on it, and I'm good to go. What about the tomato plants that you'll have a little bit later on?
I got 250 tomato plants planted, and of course we got big boys and better boys, and we got a few of those old style tomatoes we planted in. So a lot of people ask for them, but we'll have some really good tomatoes, and we had them last year. We sold every tomato we had. And like you got to put some salt on that thing too now. You can't just put pepper on it. You don't want no salt?
No.
I got to have some salt on the tomato sandwich. And I'm like you now. I have to go on a diet a week before the tomatoes come, a month before the tomatoes come in. Because I eat 2 tomato sandwiches for lunch and 2 for dinner, and you know they will put a little weight on you. So I try to lose a little weight.
Juice run down your arm.
I'm telling you now. And you also I like just cut it on the tomato up, put some mayonnaise, salt, and pepper on it, and just eat it by itself. You don't even have to put it on bread if you got some good tomatoes.
You catch yourself checking out the vines and the plants, and you'll look and you'll pull one of those blueberries and just pop it in your mouth.
Oh yeah, I have to eat some long. So, and most everybody. I got some sisters home, and they eat yesterday all day. They couldn't even eat supper last night. They ate so many blueberries and blackberries yesterday. They said they don't even want their suppers that we pull. So we really had a good time over there.
What's the days and hours that you're open?
We'll be open, which is on our website too. We open on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 8 to 2. And on Wednesday we stay from 8 to 6 because a lot of people in Talladega and Sylacauga, small town things, close on Wednesday afternoon. So we stay open all day on Wednesday, where if they get off work, they want to come over on Wednesday and pick, they can. So, and most of the time, in the early part of the season, we don't get gone 2 o'clock anyway, but you know, most people come. So we had, you won't believe where we had people come from Gardendale, we had people come from Tuscaloosa, we had people last year come from Anniston, Heflin, Montgomery, Elliott City, Dadeville. So we had got people coming from everywhere down there, and they really enjoy it. Got some good healthy food, and you know, it's an experience, something. And you'd be surprised the amount of people that comes that never been to a farm before. Never. And of course, I know you where one from because you come from Coosa County down there, where I came from.
That's right. A lot of people watching from Coosa County this morning, and Bobby Ray Holmes from Homestead Farms joins us for a few more minutes. And you know, I'm not into picking a whole lot. I can eat it. Don't care about picking it, but it's a you-pick farm, but you will pick it if they ask.
We pick it. If I go to our website and get our phone number, we'd be more than glad to pick it. But if you want us to pick it, now during the days that we open, I usually have a couple of gallons of blueberries, blackberries up there, but I don't pick a lot of stuff because what we want you to do, we want you to get this stuff fresh. Maybe go home and eat it the same day or the next day where it's fresh. So if we don't want to pick, and a lot of people are not able to pick, so we have a lot of older people, so all they do is call us and tell us what they want. we'll have it picked and pick it up. We'll pick it first thing in the morning and pick it up that same day and bring it home. So the first thing we do is we take orders, and like most of the peas we sold last year and the beans and whatever, we picked them. And then, but we'll be glad to pick it. We'll pick the blackberries or the blueberries or the produce as it comes in. We'll have a good many figs this year. We've got some grapes we'll have this year, our peaches and apples and plums. Now I've got 30-something different varieties of apples, peaches, plums, Asian pears, Japanese persimmons, and we've planted about 20 Japanese persimmons. These are Asian persimmons.
Them sour persimmons, man, it just...
Yeah, they're astringent. Well, these Jimmy Dale, these things get this big, and they're orange, and they're the sweetest thing. They're not astringent. They're not astringent. You need them right down to nothing, and this is a new thing that's been introduced in the United States. It came from over there, and they're really great. And we also got Asian pears, which most of the pears we got here, your mama probably made pear preserves out of them, which are more hard pears.
Oh yeah.
Well, these pears are softer and much more tasty. They're called Asian pears. We've got those planted. We've got everything from a jujube tree to we got raspberries. We're trying some raspberries. We got 2 rows of raspberries over there. I've planted 50 different kind of nut trees. I got everything from butternuts to almonds to pecans. This is really a fun project. It's something I've done to, of course, I want to make some money off of it, but it's not a thing that I've done to make a living off of, because I was tired, and it's really a work. It's really a hobby. It started off as a hobby, and it still is. I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
Shrubs and bushes and plants that you sell?
Oh yeah, we got shrubs and we've got fruit trees, and this is one of the things we advertised earlier this year. I made a mistake when I first started. As normal people do, when I started buying my fruit trees, I shopped some different nurseries, and I bought where I got some cheap stuff. Jimmy Dale ended up, I dug up 350 trees and replanted them.
What's that? You get what you pay for?
I guarantee you get what you pay for. And the Auburn extension man, I got this stuff in, go over, and I was having a little problem with this, that, and nothing. He come over and he asked me where I got my stuff, and I told him. He said, you might as well dig this stuff up. So what we got now is we're buying from top nurseries, and we carry all kind of plum, peaches, apples, trees. We got the Japanese persimmons. We got all this stuff. And it came from nurseries. I guarantee you, if you plant one of our trees, if it's supposed to be a yellow delicious apple, it'll have yellow delicious apples on it, and it will make 2. And most of this stuff is that people don't understand, which I didn't understand. I've learned a lot of this stuff is where they graft this stuff onto. A lot of your best fruit trees, the tree is grafted onto a different root system, and they graft them. If you don't get those grafted on a good root system, you won't get good stuff. Like peaches, if you get a peach tree grown, and I didn't know this, if you get one grown from seed, it won't never make big nice peaches. They graft those onto a different root system. That's where these peaches you see, the big nice peaches on them, they come grafted. They don't come on regular. They're not raised from a peach seed. So I've learned a lot of stuff.
Our guest this morning from Homestead Farm, and it's berry picking season, blueberries and blackberries. And again, tell them how they can contact you and the directions to get to Homestead Farm.
Homesteadfarm.com. We're on Clay County Road 7. You go over Bull Gap Mountain and turn left on 7. Coming from Ashland, Elliott City, Talladega, Anniston, or wherever. If you'll come to Talladega and get on 77 and go to 7, or get on 148, coming or going and get on 7, you can't miss us. And go to our website, homestead.com. It gives all information. And also, Jimmy Dale, if they'll go to our homesteadfarm.com and hit the hot button and go in there and put your email, like your email address, there's a place you can register. We got 500 and something people registered on there now. And what we do, we send out email, like we're going to have tomatoes next week. We'll send out 5 days before. We'll send out these 500 people, all get a note that we'll have tomatoes next Wednesday. So, and we'll be sending out one tomorrow that we'll be opening up next Wednesday for blackberries, and hope we got some blueberries. So that's the way to get in touch with us, and we'd love to have you come visit us. Come over and sit down and relax and drink some ice water with us, and pick you some berries and get your stuff.
The days that you're open?
We're open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 8 to 2.
Okay.
And we'll also be working those days. We'd love to have you come over. I'd like to have you come over and join us one day.
I'll come over, but I ain't working.
Huh?
I'll come over, but I ain't
You
working.
come on over, Jim Dale. You're nice enough to put me on. I'll pick you a gallon of blackberries.
Look at this.
Huh?
Hey, all you folks heard that. Bobby Ray, always a pleasure, sir. Thanks for dropping by.
Thank you.
Bobby Ray Holmes from Homestead Farm. Our guest this morning is berry picking season, blueberries and blackberries, and homesteadfarm.com. You can go there and you can find out all the ins and outs and their telephone numbers and that stuff too. We'll be back with more on Daybreak in just a minute.